Hi, welcome to week 8. This is your first week in the new module 4, which is about technologies and creativity in early years education. Now, your viewings and readings this week will really help you to identify this broad understanding of creativity. Creativity, in this sense, isn't about a piece of art or making something or whether you're creative or not. It's about problem solving, flexibly adapting to things, being innovative, and equipping children with the skills and knowledge they need to participate in a globalized, ever changing world and to understand their world around them. So, it's really important that you think about creativity in this broader sense, and that way you can easily align that with technology's education and what you've learned so far about the different types of thinking. Now, within the Australian curriculum, critical and creative thinking is another area that you're going to have to know about and bring it into your areas of teaching. So, thinking about it in terms of what is creativity, it's about connecting the unconnecting in new ways and about doing things communally, collaboratively, individually, thinking about the changing world, adapting creatively to new situations, using digital technologies in new ways. And it's about giving children the opportunities to actually be creative and innovative and imaginative and flexible. And we're really lucky in the early years because little people tend to come in being quite creative and innovative. And it's about capitalizing on what they've come in with and really going with it and giving them opportunities to learn and explore and engage in different ways. So, what does this mean in technologies in the early years? So, it's thinking about the skills and knowledge they need to not only understand their world around them but also contribute to it. So, the readings and viewing this week, the viewings for me this week really put the theory that was in the readings into context. So please make sure you engage with all the necessary materials this week, because it's through those key viewings and readings that you're going to really fully develop this really broad understanding of creativity and what it actually means. It's about looking at problem solving, it's about different types of thinking about a problem, it's about thinking about how to connect the original problem and thinking about solutions, it's about being insightful, critically evaluating ideas. And how you can do this is by planning for it. So as you've learned so far, that learning doesn't tend to happen in the classroom without the important role of the teacher. So, in your textbook this week, there's some really interesting ways that you can plan for creativity. And as we've said before in past modules, it's a big part of it is the key questions that you're going to use, you're going to ask. You're going to ask those as if questions and why questions and what happens if questions in your classroom, and giving them time. It's also, as part of your task this week, you're going to think about this: what does design mean and how is design in there? Because remember, in the curriculum, we're looking at design and technologies. So, part of chapter 3 of your design, your FLIR text, was about you designing something. So, now chapter 4 situates creativity in the design learning area. So, thinking about the design of your creative environment and what is happening around you. So, lots of your world is created by humans quite intentionally. So, takes it's important though that you reflect on your designed environment and think about why are things the way they are. So, have you ever questioned the way your environment is organized or constructed? Why did you ever think about why chairs, for example, are how they are, or what are some thoughts or ideas you have about your designed environment? Because children often come in with these questions and opportunities, or they may not. So it's about planning these opportunities to engage with that. So this week, your individual task is about thinking about why are things the way they are. So your readings and your viewings, and especially your FLIR reading and the Zoom session is going to help you develop a theoretical understanding to approach these questions, and also visiting Mary Featherston's school designs can help you gain an understanding of this. So think about why are classrooms the way they are, If you think internationally, classrooms and schools tend to be look very similar. You know when you see a school, and why do you think this is, and what are some implications of that? Next week, we're going to this week, the Zoom session, we're going to have a guest speaker. Now, this guest speaker, Renee Acton, is a space researcher. And when I say space, I'm not referring to the moon or the planets, I'm talking about designed spaces. So, Renee is going to be there for our Zoom session and unpack a little bit more about why things are the way they are in designed environments in terms of teaching and learning. You're actually asked to think about your designed environment for your individual task in terms of different lenses. So I've used De Bono's 6 thinking hats. There's also an example there for you on LearnJCU or your learning guide, and you can work through that to reflect on different elements of your designed environment. So I hope you have a great week. Keep working hard, and I'll see you next week. Thanks. Bye.